this episode, we're going to be working on a fireplace. We removed a wood burner. We found a vent-free corner fireplace insert, which we already had the gas log. So after this thing sitting in the corner of my room for a little while, I went to the drawing board and started sketching. And this is what I came up with. It could not sit completely up against the wall due to where the window is located. We get a lot of light through that window, so I decided to put some plants, design a shelf for that. Originally this was just going to be wood, but the boss decided that we needed bricks, so that's what we ended up with. I'm using my cheap Harbor Freight wet saw with a very good blade. That's important if you don't want any chipping and clean cuts. There's a lot of blades out there. This is a really nice blade. I'm sold. This is all I'll ever buy. Once I figured out my angle, I went back and cut one piece, and I used that to line up my mark with the blade. So the wet piece is my guide. I usually take that, pull the saw down and press it up against the blade to know exactly where that blade is going to cut, and put my line that I made for my cut and line it up with that so I know that it's precise. You may want to keep a rag or a towel handy to dry off your pieces. So spending a little extra money on the blade, this is what you're going to get. There's no chipping. It's just really clean, nice. It's worth the money. I recommend it. I'm using Airstone brick, and they're ready to use adhesive with an 8-inch V-notch trowel. I'm going to butter back all my tile and make sure it's clean so I don't waste any of the glue. Make sure you clean off all your edges so you don't have glue in places you don't want it to be. Use one nice clean swipe to make sure that it's very consistent. I created a hidden access to get to the gas to shut it off and to utilize the storage space that is back behind the fireplace. At this point I have two pieces that are coming together and the tile is not sitting quite flush. You can see the adhesion has only stuck on one spot. So you want to back butter a little bit more on the spots that have not stuck to assure that you have good adhesion. Be sure to wipe off any excess glue. I'll take the tile back off just to make sure that it has good adhesion all the way across. I'm videoing and doing this one-handed, so I touched some glue on there. Make sure if you got spots like that, wipe it off, because it'll be a lot harder later. Whether you're doing backsplash, brick, tile, it's always good practice to open up all your boxes and kind of mix all the tile up so you don't get the same brick. This will give you a nice mixture of the colors. Out of the box, they're going to be really similar in each run, and this will help it look more natural. Each shelf was custom fit to be removable, so I had to work that in as I moved up the wall with the stone. A project like this isn't going to be done in one weekend. There's a lot going on here. I'm working on the mantle. I'll show you that in the next video. And doing all the wood along the side to match the front wall. We'll get a little bit more in depth in what I did to the shelving. This all still needs to be stained and cleared. At the top, I still have a little bit of woodworking to do before I finish the brick. Till next time.